Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to another episode of 10 o'clock with Redmond. And you might notice for the regular watchers, the regular viewers and the regular returns of people who come back to this show day in, day out, that I'm not the same, hello there everyone, like the usual fucking ming that I am. I'm not like that because I'm sad. And do you want me to tell you the worst thing about it? Usually by now I'd say go and grab your cup of tea, and by all means the rules does not change, but today it has. This is a water. This is not a cup of tea. I don't have the energy for a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean, mate? It's like, doesn't really make much sense saying that you don't have the energy for what is a cup of tea, which doesn't require much energy. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, mate. It's just I'm not in the fucking mood to even turn on a kettle. Like, I'm really not. And as you know by the title of this video, it is a very, very big possibility that we could be seeing, or not seeing, should I say, Virgil van Dijk for the next 7 to 8 months. It is rumoured that the challenge that Jordan Pickford, that absolute twat. And the worst thing about it is, if it's my player on their player, right? If the roles are reversed, then you can't really say much. Your goalkeeper gets away with it, you injure their bet like one of their key players, then is right. That's the way it is, isn't it? And that's unfortunately the way it is. At least that's the way I see it. Don't condone what Pickford done, but I'm just talking about from his fans' point of view. That's what it's going to look like. He can go and fuck himself, and believe me, I'm not going to want to see Pickford anytime soon. In person, believe me when I tell you that, mate. I don't care how much Jordan Henderson wants to come out and say that he apologised, this, that and the other. He can go and fuck himself. But most importantly, like I said in earlier's video in the instant match reaction, bear in mind the live match reaction will be out tomorrow morning, first thing, is that Pickford, it's not Pickford's fault. It's the people who was watching the VAR. It was the people who decided to not book not book Pickford and not let the referee on the pitch know what the situation was. And my biggest problem with it, mate, is that not only is Van Dijk, or possibly, because it's saying, according to BN Sports, who were the first news site to report it, it's saying possibly 7 to 8 months because he's being pictured leaving the hospital on crutches as well. So that's never good. But basically, it's the fact it's not being punished. The fact we could be losing our best centre-back. And bear in mind, we haven't had time without Virgil van Dijk at centre-back. Realistically, we've always had problems with Matip or Gomez, but never really Van Dijk. We've been quite lucky since he pretty much joined the club. And now we're in a situation where it's looking very likely we're going to go the rest of the season without Virgil van Dijk. I don't know what to make of that. At the same time, we're getting news that Thiago was sent to the hospital because he had still problems with his knee after the game. And people, before you comment down below, like, Virgil van Dijk was walking off, oh, Thiago played boss for the rest of the game. You've got to bear in mind, players can still walk around on the pitch, and with the way their knees bent, it looks like it could be ACLs, and it could be for both of them. I don't really know what to say. There's no update on how long Thiago could be out for. This Virgil van Dijk thing, I do want to see a little bit more rumours out about it, simply for the fact that it's only been reported by a couple of things, a couple of news sites and stuff like that. So I don't even really know what to say. I really did want to start off this video with a bit more positive news. I was really open just waking up today that the derby, because I was nervous for the derby slightly, and when it kicked off, it was like all the more action that I even could have possibly imagined happened, and like it was just not ideal as a Liverpool fan, because we have got the worst side out of it. It was a point game for Everton. It was 2 points lost for us. So when you put it in that perspective, it's shit. And when you put it into perspective that it was not Everton who fucked us over, it weren't our own players who fucked us over, it was the lads watching a screen someplace else miles away from the stadium, not being accounted for, not being exposed, then you can fuck off. Like, you just can fuck off. We can't be blaming Everton. We can't be blaming Pickford. Like, it was a disgusting challenge, but he made that decision. Sometimes it happens in football. It's then just up to the referee to end that, to end his time on the pitch. It's not rocket science, mate. It's really fucking not. And I don't know if I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I just don't think we quite understand the significance this could have to the rest of our season. And this is what I want to ask you, and I want you to leave in the comments down below. Does this fuck up Liverpool's title hopes? And I'm not saying, this isn't me like admitting that it does or it doesn't. I need to see what the news is. I need to see what the lineups are like without Virgil van Dijk if it is the case, because we don't know if this is just a rumour, but it's just looking very likely, and it doesn't surprise me if in the next hour or two or tomorrow morning it comes out Virgil van Dijk will not be returning to the first team for the foreseeable future. Same with Thiago, our new signing. We still saw today how influential he was, and even against Chelsea we saw it. I've been telling people to big up Thiago. I've been telling people to be excited about Thiago because he's probably the best player we've ever signed as of the time that we signed him. Like, include Torres in that conversation, include Suarez in that conversation, include Van Dijk. When we signed a player, Thiago's the best. And now he's out as well, possibly. Alisson's out. Don't get me wrong, his injury isn't like an ACL or anything, but he's out. And he gets quite a lot of injury problems. Naby Keita's out. It's like, it's not looking good in terms of luck. But then you've got to flip the other side of the coin. Let's see how this squad, because we've got to remember, people, it's more than just 11 players, it's a squad. Let's see how this squad does in times like this. Because do you know what? This is where I really see the test of a team. And I'm not going to make it easy for them just by saying Van Dijk's out, which is a big blow. I am not trying to discredit that. But let's see what they can do without Van Dijk. If 8 months is true, then let's see what they can do without Van Dijk for 8 months. Should have we went out and got a fourth choice centre-back, a proper fourth choice centre-back probably. Should have we gone out and got a backup goalkeeper, a proper backup goalkeeper who can actually kick and save, because today Adrian just didn't look like he could do either of those. His kicking actually looked a lot better today, to be fair, but he never had no real test or anything like that. It was more of his hands that was shaky. The fact we haven't gone and signed Subasic or Butland, who joined Palace, it's fucking stupid, like, in my opinion. And I'm not trying, like, and I'm saying this as a fan of a team who's just won the league, I know, but I want to see us winning more leagues. But then I go back to the point that I was making before, that I'm intrigued to see this team with proper adversity coming its way. And we've had adversity. 3-0 to Barcelona in the first leg is adversity. Dortmund game a few years ago, that's adversity. This is now, let's see the depth of the squad. Let's see, for players like Jota, can they come into the team and stuff like that. Let's see if Gomez can pick up form. Let's just see what fucking happens, because that's the only thing we really can do, and there's no point in dwelling all about it. We're upset that we lost 2-2 to Everton, and notice the way I say lost 2-2 to Everton, because that's what it feels like, and I'm not going to change that sentence, because that's just, I think that's the most accurate way of explaining it. Everton won 2-2, that's another better way of explaining it. And people can say to me Everton have won once in the last 10 years. In my opinion, it's twice. Today they got to win, because you could look at Everton as title contenders more than just a rival now, and it wouldn't be a stupid thing to say, and they've just took out our most important centre-back. I'm upset about it, but if I was an Everton fan, I'd be laughing and I'd be joyful and I'd be made up, because my players have got away with it. My team got away with it. Except my team didn't get away with it. My team got fucked royally by what's gone on today. Other news as well. It's not just the Van Dijk news. I feel like I've spoke about that enough. Let me know all your things in the comments down below. But James Pearce, if I can find the fucking tweet. Basically, I can't find it yet, but James Pearce tweeted before. There we go, there it is. Liverpool have tonight asked the Premier League for an explanation over the use of VAR in the Goodison derby. They want a clarification over why Pickford wasn't sent off, what part of Mane's body was deemed offside, and the selection of the freeze frame for that decision. Liverpool want answers, and people are going to say to us, like, make the game's over, move on to the next one, stop counting your chickens and stop coming up with excuses. It's more than that though, mate, because if that happens to your team and you get royally shafted like that when you're competing for something as Liverpool are in the league title, which I don't think will be the case this year, but usually you need a lot of points for that, and every point matters. Today, 2 points really do matter, and we've been fucked from what was a legit goal. That goal is not offside, people. I said it in my instant match reaction, and I'll say it now. And if you think that goal was offside, then you're just one of them kids on FIFA who, because the decision went for you, you're just going to stick with that decision, just because it makes you sleep at night. I'm not saying this because it doesn't make me sleep at night. I will be brutally honest. If Mane was offside, and I'm not even just having the conversation of like his arm being offside, no part of his body was offside. No part of his body was offside. And I don't even agree if his arm's offside, it counts as an offside, mate. I'm saying offside too much, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. He's not fucking offside. And also, you take that away, Henderson gets a goal and Mane gets another assist if that goal sticks. We get the 3 points. And today's justified. It's a game that went well between two teams. Both going at it, hammer and tongue, two derbies that soon we could be seeing competing for trophies. Or two teams that are involved in a derby, should I say. But realistically, the outcome of it now is the better team got the draw with a team that played well and gave them a fight, but we know aren't on Liverpool's level, because Everton weren't on our level today. At times, they was, like I said, but we were the overall better team, and you could see that. But like I said, they got a bit better circumstances out of it. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. And then the last thing, not one bit of news is good today, people, by the way. The last thing, $14.95 for games. I haven't really talked about the pay-per-view situation much. I saw it today on the telly on BT that it's going to be $14.90. I think it was 15 quid for the Chelsea game and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know and make this what you will. Get 2 and 2 and get whatever answer you want. I'm not paying 15 quid for any game this season. Again, make that a what you will. I don't care how much trouble that gets me into, but I'm getting my content elsewhere. I'm not paying 15 quid for that shit, mate. I'm not. It's like I'm not paying 15 quid for something that I get free usually. It's not happening, and it's like I'm paying enough on a broadband. And I'm not. When I say me, I'm talking about everyone. It's like, it's ridiculous. In a time like this as well, it's just not needed. And I'm not going to talk any more about that, because a lot of people have spoke about it already. I'm sure you have all heard about the pay-per-view situation. No one really agrees with it. It's just a matter of time whether it gets solved or not. But the reason why I don't want to go further with it as well is because I'm not going to lie to you people. It's the first video that I'm actually really looking forward to ending, besides the instant match reaction and the live match reaction, which I've got to still edit and get out for tomorrow morning. So I'm sorry that today was a double downer, because 2 posts, 2 down episodes, and we drew. We never even lost, and it's mad because I was sweet the next day after Aston Villa, and I just know I'm not going to be sweet tomorrow, because football genuinely pisses me off when it goes like this, and this is what yous are going to see. Welcome to James Redmond TV. Anyway, yous, nice one for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you for so much support. We have just hit, at least I'm assuming by the time this video was up, 12,000 subscribers, because the last time I checked we had like 10 more subscribers to go, and with the rate that yous have been going at, mate, it's been unreal. And I don't know if it's because we've had a few funny results recently, but yous have joined the journey anyway. Yous have accepted me, and yous take the time out of your day to watch me. Even if you are a fucking blue shite and you're supporting me, thank you so much. Like, I know today we're not seeing eye to eye, but obviously when everything dies down in the water, we're fucking cool again. Anyway, thank you again for all the support. Yous make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see yous later. Up the Reds.